Hollywood isn't just about glitzy premieres and blockbusters these days. It's become a battleground for ideology. The latest drama unfolding off-screen features none other than Sylvester Stallone, the legendary actor behind Rocky Balboa and Rambo, and The View, the long-running daytime talk show known for its unfiltered debates. At the center of the storm, Whoopi Goldberg, the outspoken co-host of The View, who isn't afraid to go toe-to-toe with anyone, even a Hollywood icon like Stallone. Stallone has been riding a career high lately. Between his gritty Paramount series Tulsa King and his reality show The Family Stallone, the man has proved he's still got it. But Hollywood isn't always kind to those who veer off the well-trodden path, and Stallone's political views, rumored to clash with the mainstream liberal leanings of the industry, have made him a target. Things came to a head when Stallone was slated to appear on The View. For many stars, a guest spot on the show is a chance to connect with a massive audience. For Stallone, it seemed like a perfect opportunity to showcase his projects and perhaps win over some new fans. Enter Whoopi Goldberg. The Emmy-winning co-host of The View has built a reputation for speaking her mind, no matter how controversial her takes might be. Reports suggest Goldberg wasn't thrilled about Stallone's booking. The problem? His political stance didn't align with hers, and she wasn't about to stay quiet about it. Sources claim she openly opposed his appearance and even threatened to sit out the episode if Stallone made it to the stage. But Goldberg wasn't alone in her resistance. Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin reportedly stood by her side, forming a united front against the decision to have Stallone as a guest. Their opposition escalated what might have been a simple disagreement into a full-blown standoff with ABC executives. On one side, you had Stallone, a bona fide Hollywood heavyweight with decades of goodwill and an eager fan base. On the other, The View's co-hosts, determined to keep him off their platform. ABC found itself caught between a rock and a hard place. Pulling Stallone's appearance risked alienating a chunk of the audience, but defying the hosts could create internal chaos on a show already notorious for its fiery on-set dynamics. In the end, the network caved, canceling Stallone's booking altogether. For Stallone, this wasn't just about losing a chance to promote his work, it was about something bigger, the principle of being silenced for his personal beliefs. After all, he's spent his career playing characters who stand up to impossible odds. Being sidelined for ideological reasons stung, and he didn't hide his disappointment. Meanwhile, Goldberg doubled down. She's no stranger to taking bold stands, and her words on the matter, reportedly laced with sharp critiques of dictatorship sympathies and the dangers of opposing views, left no room for ambiguity. She made it clear she wasn't interested in compromising, even if it meant stirring up controversy. The drama didn't end with Stallone's canceled appearance. Fans of the actor took to social media, voicing outrage over what they saw as censorship. Critics of The View questioned whether the show's platform was being used responsibly or simply as an echo chamber for the co-host's personal beliefs. And while Goldberg and her fellow hosts likely felt vindicated in standing their ground, the incident reignited debates about the role of politics in Hollywood and whether ideological differences should dictate who gets to speak. This clash also underscores a larger shift in the entertainment industry. Once a space where stars could focus on their craft, Hollywood has become increasingly polarized, with political leanings often overshadowing artistic contributions. Stallone's saga is just the latest example of how deeply entrenched these divisions have become. For ABC, this incident is another headache in a growing list of challenges. The network, already dealing with sagging ratings for The View and other flagship programs, now faces criticism from both sides of the aisle. Some see the decision to pull Stallone as spineless, while others applaud it as a stand against controversial views. Either way, the fallout isn't helping The View's reputation, which has long walked the fine line between provocative and polarizing. As for Stallone, his career is far from derailed. If anything, the controversy has brought more attention to his projects. He's proven time and again that he's more than capable of bouncing back. Whether the same can be said for The View remains to be seen. In the end, this drama isn't just about a missed guest appearance. It's a snapshot of a larger cultural moment, one where even the most iconic figures aren't immune to the ideological battles playing out across screens big and small. Stallone may have lost this round, but like Rocky, he's not one to throw in the towel. And as for The View, well, the show must go on. Messy, dramatic, and unfiltered as ever. The world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a tough, unforgiving place that doesn't hesitate to knock you down and keep you there, if you let it. Sylvester Stallone knows this better than most. After all, it's not about how hard you hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And right now, Stallone is proving that mantra outside the boxing ring, in the wild arena of Hollywood politics. When mainstream media decided to sideline Stallone, he didn't waste a second dwelling on it. The incident began with a scheduled appearance on The View, a show notorious for its heated debates and polarizing hosts. Stallone, a Hollywood icon and the epitome of perseverance, saw it as an opportunity to connect with fans and discuss his latest projects, like the hit series Tulsa King. But the invitation unraveled as reports surfaced that Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts opposed his appearance, allegedly over his political leanings. The clash escalated behind the scenes, and in the end, ABC pulled Stallone from the lineup. For someone like Stallone, who has spent his life defying odds, this wasn't just about losing a guest spot. It was about being silenced for thinking differently. But instead of throwing in the towel, Stallone pivoted. Mainstream media's door may have closed, but Stallone found new paths forward. He turned to alternative platforms like the Joe Rogan Experience and Gutfeld, where unfiltered discussions thrive. Podcasts and independent media are increasingly where audiences go for authentic voices, and Stallone embraced the shift with the same grit he's brought to his legendary roles. No glitz, no drama, just raw conversations that let him speak his truth directly to fans. While Stallone forged ahead, the storm at The View was far from over. Ratings for the long-running talk show have been slipping, and viewers are tiring of what they perceive as a lack of ideological diversity. Rumors suggest ABC is even toying with the idea of introducing a politically diverse co-host to inject some genuine debate into the program, a move that feels overdue but also risky for a show rooted in its fiery, one-sided format. Goldberg, ever the lightning rod, seems unfazed. She's built her career on being outspoken, and this latest controversy is just another chapter in her storied history of speaking her mind. However, even her loyal fans are beginning to question whether her hardline stances are alienating more people than they engage. Blocking Stallone may have felt like taking a stand, but to critics, it looked like shutting down dialogue. And for an industry that prides itself on creativity and freedom of expression, the irony wasn't lost. Hollywood's rigidity when it comes to differing opinions has become a glaring issue. For an industry that celebrates pushing boundaries and embracing innovation, it struggles when it comes to ideological flexibility. Step outside the approved narrative, and you risk being marginalized, no matter how many accolades or box office hits you have to your name. For Stallone, though, this isn't unfamiliar territory. From his early days as the underdog who wrote Rocky to his current projects, he's carved his own path. He's always cared more about connecting with audiences than winning Hollywood's approval. That connection is part of what makes him so beloved. He's not just an action hero, he's a storyteller who knows his fans are the ones who matter most. Goldberg, on the other hand, thrives in the center of controversy. Her unapologetic voice has earned her a dedicated following, but it's also made her a polarizing figure. Her role in sidelining Stallone may have seemed like a principled stand to some, but to others, it alienated an audience hungry for authentic dialogue. The fallout only added to the scrutiny she's been facing for her on-air remarks and rumored backstage tensions. This drama isn't just about one canceled appearance, it's a snapshot of a larger shift happening in Hollywood. Audiences are growing weary of the echo chambers that dominate traditional media and are turning to alternative platforms for diverse perspectives. Stallone's pivot is emblematic of that change, a reminder that you don't need a big stage to make a big impact. Meanwhile, ABC and The View face a crossroads. They're not just battling declining ratings, they're battling a perception problem. Can they create a space for meaningful dialogue and real debate, or will they continue down the path of ideological insularity? The stakes are high, and time will tell if they can adapt. For Stallone, the answer is clear: keep moving forward. Whether he's promoting his latest project or standing tall against challenges, he remains an enduring symbol of resilience. His story reminds us all that success isn't about avoiding setbacks. It's about having the courage to rise every time you're knocked down,